Welcome to the Christian Whistleblower channel. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, your friendly neighborhood Christian whistleblower. This is the Gospel Truth program, and this is bonus coverage asking the question, was a true goblin sighted and recorded on video in Argentina? Was a true goblin sighted and recorded on video in Argentina? Seems like it might be difficult to believe, but I want to show you the coverage. Coast to Coast AM is reporting that with the headline Goblin filmed in Argentina with a question mark. And Coast to Coast is saying it's a bizarre piece of footage from Argentina that shows a terrifying encounter between some school children and what is purportedly a goblin. The unsettling video, and it really is unsettling. I've listened to it, I've watched it, and either these girls are Oscar caliber, Oscar worthy actresses, or they were genuinely terribly scared. Good morning, Nigel. They were genuinely terribly frightened by this being. And I'm not going to play the video for you, although I will include a link. In fact, I'll put the link in right now. I'll put the link in here right now, so you can look at this thing for yourself. I don't know if I can put it in right now. Let's see. Yeah, there's the link. I just put it in, and we'll see if it goes on to the chat, but it'll certainly be there later, and it'll certainly be there for the complete show. So, hello, Lyndon. So, folks, these kids were definitely very frightened. These kids were definitely very afraid. And these kids really think that they saw something. Now, whether they did or not, of course, is open to conjecture. But let me show you what Coast to Coast has to say about it. Coast to Coast shows just the picture, Goblin filmed in Argentina. I was just gobbling some turkey, says Lyndon. But they were playing near a field in the village of Taco Palta y Marta. And in the admittedly ambiguous footage, one of the girls can be heard telling her friends, look at something strange emerging from the forest ahead of them. She asks if it's a duende, which is a creature from South American folklore that is akin to a goblin. Her suspicions seem to be confirmed by the other teenagers as they almost immediately begin screaming out in terror, telling each other to run, hastily fleeing the scene. Let's see what we have for goblin in Wikipedia. What is a goblin? It's a monstrous creature from English folklore. Middle Ages, various and conflicting abilities, temperaments, appearances. Small, grotesque, mischievous, evil, greedy, often wanting gold and jewelry, magical abilities. Similar creatures, brownies, dwarves, duendes. We were just hearing gnomes, imps, kobolds. Here's a picture of a duendecitos. So this is a picture of it from Wikipedia. And if you look at this thing, I'll show you a picture here in just a minute. It looks a lot like this thing. Very interesting. So at any rate, the girls run from this thing. Unfortunately, the video is shaky, difficult to decipher. The origin of the footage, hard to determine. Perhaps the most affirming aspect of the video may simply be the chilling and unhinged reactions of the teenagers as they see the potential duende, suggesting their response is either genuine or remarkably well performed, as I was just saying earlier in this very broadcast. So I would concur with the writers at Coast to Coast AM that this was either the birth of some tremendous Hollywood careers. Of course, they would have to deal with Mr. Weinstein and his followers, but these girls are either doing a great job of acting or it's genuine. Skeptics, of course, argue the footage could be easily faked. It would be wise to keep that in mind before coming to any conclusions about the video because, of course, footage, guests, and stories talked about on the Gospel Truth Christian Whistleblower Jeffrey Daugherty station are I'm just trying to give you a disclaimer. But anyway, what do you think? Goblin or gag? I think it's very, very, I think they saw something. Now, somebody may be gagging them, but I think they saw something. Here you can't really see it. And I don't want to play the video because it'll ding me for copyright. So we're not going to do that. And that is not the goblin. But you can see here this, not much of a thing, but kind of looks like that thing to me. But there you go. And speaking of goblins and actresses, go to Heidi Vandenberg's channel. I was on with her and Jenny for at least an hour this afternoon. And we talked in a very wide-ranging interview, discussion, a lot of rod work. We did a really nice long show. I think it was a very interesting show. And I think there were some things that were discussed and talked about that you would find very interesting. So go to Heidi's channel and check it out and let me know what you think. I may repost it on my channel, but I'm not real sure. It's a little bit of work to do that. Let's see what we have from the chat room, but it wouldn't surprise me to see with the powers that be, with the dominant paradigms, really in danger of crumbling and facing an onslaught, that they might be trotting out things like this to get people to be afraid. So, oh, great timing, even if I'm multitasking. Good morning. Goblins and ghouls, oh my. Lyndon with his goblin turkey, funny. And it's my ex-wife, says Nigel. My ex-wife was taller than that, so. And of course, Ryan says you have bad taste in women. And it's funny, you're talking about leprechauns, April. And the funny thing is that it's probably a funny on us from the originators of the leprechaun imagery. Leprechauns are not small. Leprechauns are actually big, tall, brawny, many believe. So that might be part of the joke on us silly Western people. And unfortunately, as Ryan says, many in the USA are not that bright. And I'm just wondering, is Tony Tiger spamming my channel? Sure looks like it. Or I guess I should ask, was Tony Tiger spamming my channel? The video, I've just listed it, Hobo Camper. I did not show it because they ding me for copyrights when I do that. But it looks to me like those girls were genuinely scared by something, whether it was truly a goblin or not. I'm not prepared to say, but it looked like it was something. We do seem to be seeing a new onslaught of supernatural activity as folks tend to believe, or people are trying to, the church is trying to get people in. So there you go. Yes, someone said there are trolls, certainly, but we're not certain if there are goblins. So there you have it. That's my take. It looks, the reaction certainly looks real. Maybe they're just being chased by a dog or something, but it certainly looks rather odd. I invite you to take a look at the footage and go ahead and see what you think about it, and let me know. Very, very interesting, and I think it was at least worth the look. Coast to Coast AM on their news portion does have a lot of interesting stuff. And from time to time, I like to pick some of that out and go ahead and show it to you. But I would encourage you to take a look at that show with Heidi and Jenny. I think it was well worth watching. And by small, do you mean fat? Was it fat? It looked like it was small. But at any rate, that's my take on it. And I do appreciate you being here. I appreciate your searching for truth. And with being on with Heidi a lot today, I didn't put a lot of content out, but guess what? The night is young, and I will be getting out some more content for you here as the day goes on. So please stay tuned. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. And if you hit the bell, it will notify you. and let you know that I am on, and it will be good for you to be able to get all of the content and make sure that you don't miss anything. Was it a goblin? Is it a hoax? I don't know, but keep your eyes peeled, keep your eyes open. And I want to come back and talk to you about some important stuff here tonight. I think this was interesting at the very least. So I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, your friendly neighborhood Christian whistleblower, saluting you that are here seeking after truth. Remember, no original sin, spark of divinity within. That's why Christ said, love yourself, love your neighbor. And if you do that, you are part of Team Jesus, or Team Christ. If you don't, you're part of Team J word that we don't even talk about. But the real question is the world gone crazy, or are you? We're here to help you decide and give you some assistance and afterwards. And the main way to do that is unindoctrinate yourself. And most importantly, my friends, even if there's goblins and ghouls and ghosts, oh my, stay fearless, my friends.